Hey, this is Concept Sigma. I wanted to start this video series based on tips that I have for training and things that I've done for training, things I've learned training, especially in regarding to natural building or natural lifting, training, all that other stuff. Nothing against the PEDs, it's just a route I haven't taken or haven't done. Not that I don't want to, I just haven't, and don't see myself doing in the future. Anyway, so I want to do this video and talk about things that I've learned with that natural training and sport specific in general for people that may need to uphold a certain cardio standard or endurance standard, or maybe they have a fitness test, firefighters, police, military, and so on and so forth. One thing I would like to start with is just let's take an example of the deadlift. It's the easiest, I think, movement for me to pinpoint issues or maybe help someone grow from, whether it's the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, the grip, the upper back, just learn the movement in general. So when you're programming and you're doing a program, again, regarding to natural bodybuilding, not that if you're on steroids or something like that, this doesn't apply, but for natural, in my experience, I think you have to have more precaution and more strategic, a more strategic approach to your programming. So let's say your deadlift is lacking and you can do 400 with straps, but your grip fails at 360. So you have the form and the strength probably, or you do, to deadlift to 400 pounds, but your grip's lacking. So what should you do? In my experience, program things that are going to incorporate grip strength and grip training, grip growth into your program. What day do you do it? Maybe an overhead press day. It could be at the end of your deadlift day when your grip's already taxed, but I think you should do it 2 times a week if that's a weakness. So for example, maybe on deadlift day you end with your finishing movements or your finishing circuit, if you train how I do, with farmer's carry in a circuit fashion, whatever you choose to be. It could be farmer's carry with pull-ups, farmer's carry with push-ups, farmer's carry with, it doesn't matter, but the farmer's carry is the main movement you're doing for that finisher to tax your grip. And maybe on an overhead press day, what you would do is a shrug and heavy weight, no straps or anything like that, overhand grip, preferably. That way you can train overhand grip. And what I think this does is it trains a weakness, and that's just grip. And I think that's important when you're building a program for yourself or somebody else, whatever you do, to get them to the next level they want to get to for that lift or that movement. If it's the glutes, you would do the same thing, whether it's RDLs or good mornings, another glute exercise, glute ham raises, reverse hypers. It could be anything really that's going to target a weakness for the deadlift, and progressive overload that, or do it in waves or blocks, however your training is going to do it. However you approach accessories, that's how you should approach this. So super quick video I wanted to put out there on how I feel you should approach weaknesses in programming. If you agree or disagree, that's fine. Put it in the comments. And I could be wrong. It works for me. It might not work for you. But if you find that it works for you, just leave it in the comments below. If you want more information, feel free to hit me up, and I'll be more than happy to help you and tell you what worked for me. And again, training is variable. It's a variable thing. How you train is variable. So what works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. We're all built different. The general concepts are the same. How you're operating and what your program is based on, the base work, the base volume, or the base technique work. But the assistants and the accessories are all different. So for example, I train in a very circuit giant set type thing. And it works for me. And my conditioning has always been in the place where it doesn't affect me. So that's what I do. Some people might not be there or don't want to be there, and that's fine. So how your training is different. But at the end of the day, my first wave of training, my first block on that day is going to be my strength technique work. And I typically won't giant set that. I'll do that on its own and really hit those and recover and try to progress those how I should, how I do it. But anyway, for more training tips, if you want, just leave it, shoot me a DM or something like that. Again, leave it in the comments. I'm open. I'll reply to each one of them. So hopefully it's helpful to you. And if it was, I'm really grateful to be helping one person. If I help more than one, I'm extra grateful. So hopefully it's helped one person. And that's it for today. And I'll have more videos like this in the future. I think I'm going to keep this going. One, for my own records and knowledge, and two, just to do something fun. So if you like it, again, I'm happy. And if you have any questions, shoot me a DM or contact me in any way you can.